Ladies and gentlemen, Keith from iRepair Autos. First time viewers, subscribe, please. Anyway,
Lots of subscribers have asked how to replace the position sensors and position magnet sensors on the driver's side of the vehicle without taking off a whole bunch of things like the oil cooler, etc. So I'm going to show you how to get that done quickly and effectively.
let's get started. Alright, looking at the front of the Mercedes ML350, we're going to remove the top engine cover. Next, we're going to remove one of the air intake hoses on the driver's side. I like to take mine completely out. So looking at the engine, next to the cooler for the oil, power steering, reservoir, and then we have some sensors right here. The first sensor is a magnetic one. Second one is a position sensor. And then further down below is another position sensor. This is the position sensor that I'm going to be changing out today, proving it to be bad. So in order to get to this position sensor so this is magnet and position sensor here for camshaft. Got a second one down here, and then we've got the other magnet. So this is the one that's bad, and if you look closely, you'll see that the clip is also gone. Should look like this one right here, should have a clip. So I'm going to replace this in a further future video, but for now we're going to start by disconnecting this. Okay, get that out of the way, and that's the one we're going to be targeting. So to get to that, unfortunately, because of clearances and all that, I'm going to have to remove the reservoir for the power steering fluid, and I have some extra quarts of that, so we're going to get started with that too. So I'm going to go ahead and use this evacuator to pump out some of the reserve fluid for the power steering. So I'm going to put this cover in a safe spot, and we're not taking out all of it, but we want to take out all that's in the reservoir so that when we disconnect it down below, we don't have too much of a mess. So I'm just going to insert this in to the reservoir, and I'm going to pump out maybe a quart, and then we can start. So I have it at the bottom of the reservoir, and now I'm getting just air. So I know it's good. Won't have too much of a mess down below. Let's go ahead and clean up any contaminants that may fall on our rubber hoses, etc. Keeping these hoses free of contaminants. Once we've taken out all of the reserve power steering fluid, let's go ahead and cover it back just to keep any dust and contaminants outside of the reservoir. Then using a T30 Torx, we're going to loosen up and remove this bolt right here in the reservoir. And we have another one in that center hole right there. Let me take you in and deep so you can see it in my nice special camera that I'm using. There's that one. Gotta loosen that up too. Going down, we're gonna get the third bolt that's hanging off. Right there. Then I'm going to turn it. Alright, with those 3 bolts out, everything gets loose. And it's held in place by a C-clamp that we've spoken about already. But what we're really trying to do here is just gain access to this bolt. And now we have access to that bolt. Typically you would have had leakage before down there, but since I emptied this is all set. So I'm gonna remove this sensor right now. Alright, so we're going after the position sensor, and I'm gonna be using an E8. That's what I'm going after. There's a little bit of oil runoff that I told you about. I'm going to grab it real quick with a shop rag. Any bit of garbage just outside the inside of this I want to get off. Okay. This is what the old sensor looks like. Worn out, dead. Sometimes when you have oil leaks, it's the bushing. These bushings are replaceable. Here's the new part. Original Bosch. And I like to just line things up. Make sure that they're right on target. Put the new one in snugly. Should go right in and kind of like, not snap in, but you feel it. Line it up. Worries me that this clip is gone. I'm gonna have to replace this clip, but until then I will have to take care of it differently. If you're doing this for a customer, you got to replace this. So I'm gonna put back on the bolts. Not too snug because we want to line up the other two. That's the second one. Now the third one. Now there's an absolute minimum level and shows you the temperature. I'm trying to focus on it. Shows you at what temperature levels of the power steering fluid at various temperatures. So we're gonna start off by putting just enough in to make sure the pump isn't damaged, and then we'll just bubble it out. Alright, let's put some power steering fluid back in. We're not going to reuse old power steering fluid, we always add new. So we're going to just add a little bit. I didn't measure what I took out, but it was close to a quart. As always, everyone, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel if you find these videos helpful. What that does, it pushes my videos up in the search results so that other Mercedes owners, drivers, do-it-yourselfers can find them easier. Thanks and peace out.